Now, the Gauteng Premier says e-tolls will be scrapped. Delivering his State of the Province address today, David Makhura added the province's MECs won't be getting new cars. Sinkelo Maseko is following the story for us. He joins us now live to unpack it. So, David Makhura says the issue of e-tolls in Gauteng will be dealt with once and for all.
Yes, indeed. The Premier of Gauteng, David Makhura, is essentially saying that there will be no new flashy SUV German machines or American muscles for his new MECs in power. There will be no Jeep SRTs for them that are new. They will be using this current fleet until it reaches its final lifespan. But the more interesting part for Gautengers is the issue of the pair-user principle of the Gauteng highways. That would be the e-tolls. The Premier of Gauteng saying that they are not reversing or going back on their conference resolution as the governing party in Gauteng, that would be the ANC. They are sticking to it. There is no future for e-tolls in this province. He was saying that he is going to be meeting Mr. Fia Foko, Minister of Tourism, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, today, this afternoon, to iron out the final details of this issue of e-tolls, and that they are not going to Mr. Mbalula with just a begging bow. He's going there with the checkbook of Gauteng, willing to pay for a certain debt of the manufacture and the construction of these e-tolls. Let's just listen to what the Premier had to say, Shahan.
Our position has not changed on e-tolls. It wasn't for elections. It wasn't for elections. The e-tolls have no future in Gauteng. It wasn't for elections. They have no future in Gauteng. It was not for elections. It is something we believe in. Our position has not changed. But you know the truth. This matter is in the hands of national government.
And of course, he says his administration will also be paying greater attention to the healthcare system given its shameful failures.
Yes, indeed. You go back to the era of former MEC of Health in the province, Dani Matangu. Remember how she was removed after the Life Esidimeni tragedy, the loss of psychiatric patients at the hands of the Gauteng provincial government. The Premier saying they have to learn from that particular issue and saga that took place and tragedy that took place here in the province that led to Dani Matangu being fired or recusing herself from the administration. And you've also had the likes of Dr. Makhura, who came in the interim before the elections, where she was the MEC of Health in the province. We've had issues of hospitals such as Tembisa, Melody, and the Parakwanath Hospital, Chris Parakwanath Hospital in Soweto, which were not functioning properly. You've had issues of infrastructure collapse within some of these hospitals here in Gauteng. The Premier of the province saying they're going to be paying particular attention to the health department in the province. Let's just listen to him, where he raises concerns of some of the issues being raised by Gauteng residents of how hospitals in the province have basically become mortuaries.
Providing quality health care to all residents of our province remain an important area of priority for our administration. I must point out that our public health care system continues to face a crisis of public confidence. We must fix it urgently because the cost of failure is too ghastly to contemplate. There is a public outcry that some of our hospitals are becoming mortuaries instead of being sanctuaries for saving lives. I want to repeat this. There is an outcry out there that some of our hospitals are becoming mortuaries instead of being sanctuaries for saving lives.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Our reporter Sinkelo Maseko following that story for us.